Justin Bradford of Penalty Box Radio coming to you from Bridgestone Arena, where the Nashville Predators were victorious over the Minnesota Wild by a score of 3-0. An excellent response to their loss Friday night in Minnesota. A back-to-back home-and-home series with the Minnesota Wild. A great division win for the Nashville Predators. Dominating for most of the game, and a great shutout by Juuse Saros, stopping all 29 shots that he faced.
Yeah, obviously really good, and that was exactly what we wanted after yesterday. So yeah, I gotta thank for our defense to making my night pretty nice. Well, obviously we were better in front of our net. We didn't give that much chances yesterday, and I think we were more active today.
Yeah, great might be an understatement of the year. Both him and Peck have been just tremendous, and man, it feels good when we get shutouts for these guys because they work so hard every day for us.
I do think getting some playing time down in Milwaukee was beneficial for him. And I had mentioned at the time that there's always the peaks and valleys of a season for anything that you want to talk about, whether it's a forward, a defenseman, a goaltender, a power play, your team. There's going to be ups and downs, and you have to ride those and look for the peaks and try to get out of the valleys as quick as you can. And it was just a short stint, but it was right at the beginning of the year, so it made some noise. There's a tremendous amount of confidence with regard to UC from everybody, from the coaching staff to the players. We believe in this kid. He's a terrific young goalie, and I think you're starting to see that more now.
Predators had plenty of chances in the first and second period, but it wasn't until the third period when Scott Hartnell scored on a wraparound to finally get the team on the board. Colton Sissons was on the ice to witness that goal.
Yeah, big time. We were getting chances all night and having a lot of zone time, probably the most zone time that we might have had all season, it felt like, at least. So that one felt good and kind of opened the floodgates.
Penalty situation was a little bit better for the Predators, Minnesota taking more than the Preds, which is already a very big jump right there, giving the Predators lots of power play opportunities, and they're finally able to cash in on that as well. Colton Sissons did take a cross-checking penalty, which he knows that he should not have done, but overall this Preds team played a much more disciplined game in their victory.
Just keep our sticks down on the ice. We don't need to be doing extra slashes, cross-checking, which I took one tonight, so I got to clean that up, but we're definitely getting better, so that's nice.
Obviously, with Philip Forsberg being placed on injured reserve today, a few changes will be made in the lineup. Scott Hartnell re-entering the lineup, as well as Cody McLeod. And with players playing multiple positions, makes it a little bit easier of a transition with the depth the Predators have.
Yeah, it's great. That's one of the strengths of our team, obviously. We went through that last year in playoffs, and when we didn't have that same depth, and guys find a way to step up and increase their roles and play confident, and now we got a lot of tools to mix and match lines and fill in when important players are out.
One thing continuing to be harped on for this Nashville Predators team are fast starts, getting off to good starts. They didn't allow Minnesota to get into this game early, but they didn't put anything on the board, but they controlled most of the game.
It felt great. We were frustrated last night with the way we started the game and just parts of the game in general through the whole 60 minutes. So one of our more complete games of the year, and it feels great.
This was the last game of the 2017 calendar year for the Nashville Predators. Next up, they head to Las Vegas to take on the Vegas Golden Knights January 2nd, where we will have coverage for the entire game on Penalty Box Radio. Here's what Colton Sissons thinks the team needs to do to exact a little bit of revenge from the loss they suffered to Vegas here in Nashville.
It ain't going to be easy. They're a tougher team than anybody expected this year. They're at the top of the standings and play a pretty complete game, so it'll be a good challenge for us, and we owe them a little payback from the last time they came through here.
That will do it from Bridgestone Arena. Once again, the Nashville Predators victorious 3-0 over the Minnesota Wild. Goals scored by Scott Hartnell, PK Subban, and an empty netter by Victor Arvidsson, who had an excellent game tonight here in Nashville. Up next, Vegas, as we already said. Live coverage from Penalty Box Radio coming to you on January 2nd. This is Justin Bradford of Penalty Box Radio. Happy New Year.